Well, we don't know the full extent of the impact the Gsomia decision could have on Seoul and Tokyo bilateral ties. It will be helpful to learn more about the history and purpose of the pact. Hong Yu gets us better acquainted with the intel sharing agreement.
The General Security of Military Information Agreement, better known as Gsomia, is the only military agreement made between South Korea and Japan since Korea's liberation from Imperial Japan in 1945. The agreement was signed in November 2016 after negotiations began in 2011. The then defense ministers of both countries, Kwan-jin and Kitazawa Toshimi, brought up the need for the agreement. Under Gsomia, South Korea and Japan must share all classified military information on North Korea's nuclear development and missiles that has Grade 2 classification or below. The main purpose of the agreement is to provide information the other side lacks, as South Korean radar cannot observe the moment a North Korean missile drops into the East Sea, while Japan lacks information about the moment a missile gets launched. Any information exchanged between the two countries must stay within the two countries. This year, Seoul and Tokyo exchanged classified military information about North Korea 7 times, starting from May 9th when Pyongyang launched a short-range ballistic missile KN-23, and most recently on last Friday when Pyongyang launched a new tactical weapon with similar traits to U.S. Army's tactical missile system known as ATACMS. 2 days ahead of the deadline for the extension decision, South Korea announced it is withdrawing from Gsomia.
I think it's politically powerful for South Korean government to tell the Japan and the U.S. government how dissatisfied with the Korean government with the Japanese recent move with regard to the trade. However, whether the withdrawal from the Gsomia has enough leverage so that Japan can change their decision already made with the trade, it's very doubtful. But we have to see how this is going to evolve to change the current situation between Korea and Japan and even the trilateral relations between Korea, US, and Japan.
Dr. Wu added that the trilateral Seoul-Washington-Tokyo Security Cooperation is not likely to be weakened, as South Korea can still share military information related to North Korea with Japan through the U.S., as their respective three-way information sharing agreement remains intact. Hong Yu, Arirang News.